friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do Foolery Friday. I didn't do last week's because, y'all, I have come to the conclusion that I can no longer eat dairy. Okay? I'm lactose intolerant, and I have been taking those lactate pills. Well, honey, they don't work no more. They don't work anymore. Y'all, when I tell you I had a little cup of yogurt, and it gave me the bubble guts. Oof. So, I'm going to have to give up dairy, which is crushing me. Because, honey, I love me some dairy. Okay? But there is a lot of alternatives out there, you know, non-dairy things. So, how y'all doing? How you doing? You doing all right? Okay. Now, let me just start off by saying, this is not going to be a funny, lighthearted video because, honey, we're going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about some things. I contemplated on even doing a video or talking about George Floyd, but I mean, I have to. I mean, I just don't like putting that type of energy on my channel. Y'all know I like to keep it lighthearted and funny and put a smile on your face. That's why, you know, I didn't talk about Ahmaud Arbery. It makes me upset. It makes me upset. So, let's talk about George Floyd, all right? I'm not going to go into detail about how he was murdered. We have seen the video. We know why he so-called was arrested or restrained. Let's talk about the gentleman who did the murder, because that's who he is. He's a murderer. All right, let's talk about the murderer, Derek Chauvin, whatever. Okay, I'm not even going to call him officer. I'm not even going to call him Derek Chauvin. I'm not going to call him none of that. Let's just refer to him as a piece of trash. How about that? Okay, so this piece of trash, as we know, murdered George Floyd. Okay, George Floyd. Now, he has a history of violence. The piece of trash has a history of violence, a pattern of violence. You want to know what it is, friends? Okay, let me read it off to you. Minneapolis police officer who murdered George Floyd. The restraint technique used by the piece of trash was not part of the department's training. You know, the knee to the neck. See, that wasn't even part of the training. He did that amongst himself. He chose to do that. He's also being represented by Tom Kelly, the same attorney who got Yanez off for murdering Philando Castile. The same attorney. The piece of trash was put on leave in 2011 for an inappropriate police shooting of an Alaskan Native American Leroy Martinez. An inappropriate police shooting in 2011. Chauvin, the piece of trash, also shot Erie Tolis, an unarmed black 21-year-old man, in 2008. Chauvin, piece of trash, was one of the officers who murdered Wayne Reyes, a Latino man, with 16 bullets, forced him into a total of 42 rounds were, shot off. Now listen. This man obviously has a history of violence. This man also has a history of being racist towards people of color. Okay. Now let me tell you something, friends. This is the twist. Not only did he murder George Floyd, he knew him. He knew George Floyd. Okay? Now allegedly, they worked at a restaurant together. Said that they've known each other for 17 years. They may not work together for 17 years, but they've known of each other for 17 years. They definitely worked together at the same restaurant. Now let me ask you something, friends. Don't you find that a little bit odd? It makes you think, right? Okay, so days go by, still no arrest. Okay, he done fled to Florida. Of course, the internet's found out where he was, and honey, they done spray painted racist, murderer, all that. Oh well. Okay, so as we know, a couple of hours ago, okay, he was arrested and he was charged with third-degree murder. Not first degree. Third-degree murder. Manslaughter. This man who has a history of violence, okay, who we seen on video taking a man's life, a man who was pleading, who was begging for his life, and he gets third-degree murder charge. Said that it was accidental. Was that accidental? Did he not hear George Floyd screaming and yelling and saying, please, I can't breathe? Did he not hear the people who were saying there's blood coming from his nose? Did he not hear George Floyd begging for his life? But of course, you know, before this arrest was made, the people were pissed off. Now, it started as a peaceful protest. And then it led to looting and rioting, which led to people going into Target and getting them some lampshades, some bed in the bags, some dog food, some TVs. That led to someone burning down Target, and then the next night burning down the 3rd Precinct police station. My Lord, my Lord. Okay, now, do I think looting and rioting is acceptable behavior? No. Okay. At the end of the day, that's not going to bring George Floyd back. But I bet you it damn sure felt good when they went in Target and got them a bed in the bag, child. They back. It's not helping anyone. It's not helping the community, because you're going to have to rebuild that. Okay, you're going to have to see that. And then someone says that it wasn't even people from Minneapolis who came in and do the looting and the burning of the places down. Whatever. Okay, that's on you. An arrest should have been made. They were fired on the spot. They should have been arrested. Why is it that this piece of trash had time to get to Florida? Florida. Now, see, y'all know what I say. Jail, then hell. This man needs to go straight to hell. Now, let's talk about his co-workers, okay? One of them being Asian, okay? And then the other two, I believe, were white. My whole thing is, when I see someone being abused, or, you know, police brutality, and there's a group of officers, and in this case, an officer murdering a man, I always think in my mind, why is it that his fellow co-workers who took the same oath as this piece of trash to protect and serve don't say anything? You should be charged as well. They all should be in jail. How hard is it to look at the piece of trash and say, stop it. Get off of him. You're killing him. No. Instead, he was worried about the crowd. They were worried about the crowd. Don't worry about the crowd when your piece of trash coworker is killing someone and you can hear George Floyd begging for his life. When you're at work and you see one of your coworkers do something wrong, do you just look at him? Especially of this nature? Would you just out of by and just let someone else kill someone? Evil. That is evil. That is heartless. That is cruel. You are not a decent human being. You're a piece of trash, and every single one of them should be in jail. And as far as the piece of trash leader, the murderer, he should die in prison. As for Minneapolis, Minnesota, I don't know what the answer is to the looting and the rioting. I don't know. Okay. I know that people are frustrated. Okay. And this was their outlet. And hopefully this city will come together and they can rebuild, because this is something awful. People always ask, what's the solution? How is this going to stop? It's not going to stop. How long has this been going on? How long? Centuries, decades, years, months, weeks, days. There's always going to be that piece of trash somewhere out there. Always. And we just hope and pray that we can make it another day. That's all we can hope and pray to do. I mean, let's move. Child, my neighbors is over there arguing. Now let me tell y'all something. When I left, okay, today, and I came back, they were arguing. I left again and I came back and they still arguing, child. Honey, he done called her a bald-mouthed cow. She said that he had a little penis. Said that he pissed on his balls. Y'all, I can't make it. Child, bye. Look at her. Look, she walking down the road, honey. She mad. See, I can see her. She can't see me. She mad. Hook a coochie mad, y'all. She better not come up on this porch. Crisis. She a crisis. Y'all want to know what a crisis is? I'll leave a link to a video of a story time that I told. She crisis. Y'all, she got on a shirt. A Bart Simpson shirt, and it says Cowabunga. This is who I'm dealing with. This is my neighbor, child. Thank the Lord we separated by trees, honey. Look at her. She is. I wish I could turn my camera around and show y'all. But, my name Benny. Let them scream, honey. I ain't got time to hear that. Look at her. She done walked on up the road. A mess. Just a mess. Now, all right, let's talk about another fool. His name is Tom Captain Saberho Austin. Now, Tom Austin is a white man who took it upon himself to be a Captain Saberho. All right, now, let me just set the story for you, the background, just a little bit, friends. So we have Tom Austin, and apparently there is a building where you can lease out offices. Inside this building is a gym, okay? Now, if you lease out, office spots, you can work out. Well, apparently, according to Tom Captain Saberho Austin, he had been getting complaints that people were complaining about, people letting their brother, their friends, cousins, everybody coming to this office space to work out, this gym. See, apparently, it was only for the ones that's paying money. You couldn't invite anybody else. So Tom says that it was some guys, they just so happened to be black, was there working out. Okay. Now Tom took it upon himself to ask these black males, who are you? Where you from? Do you lease an office here? here? What's your blood type? What's your mama's name? What's your daddy's name? How many dogs, cats, do you have? So, of course, the black man said, we ain't telling you none of that stuff. A, it ain't none of your business. B, it ain't none of your business. Just know we here working out. So Tom took out his phone, started taking pictures of the black guys. And he says, that's it, that got it, I'm calling 911. Tom calls the law. Okay, and that is when the camera shuts off. So, guess what happened when this video went viral, friends? What happened? Well, let me tell you what happened. The black men said, it was young black men, said that, hey, we are entrepreneurs. Okay? Not only do we supposed to be in this gym, we rent out, we lease out office space in this building. Tom, Captain Saberho. We supposed to be here. Okay? Period. So, Tom, when the viral video hit the internet, man, Tom got lit up. Honey, they found out where Tom lived, his phone number, his mama's name, his daddy's name, his blood type, how many kids he got, what type of dog he had, what type of cat he had. Come to find out, Tom, Captain Saberho, he owned and CEO'd of a group, a business group called J2. Now, underneath that is a list of investors. Friends, what happened when the internet's got a hold to this? Well, the internet's got a hold to every single one of them investors. They found out where the investors live. They found out the email, the phone number, the mama, the daddy, the sister, the brother, the kids, honey. So much. They start emailing these people and leaving messages on the people's phone that, honey, a man, Stan Herman, he was partner in the group J2 with Tom, Captain Saberho. Honey, he left a whole voicemail saying, listen here, okay, my name is Stan Herman. Okay, now I only know Tom, Captain Saberho for a few seconds. My name Bennett, I ain't in it. I don't believe in what this man did. Don't you be calling my phone number. Don't you be calling my mama. She 89 years old. I withdrew my money from this firm. I am no longer associated with Tom, Captain Saberho. Honey, Stan put all that on his voicemail, child. He also sent out an email. I quit. Good luck. Leave me alone. So, Tom, with all this backlash, he put out this big, long thesis. Bottom line is, honey, he got shook. Okay? He says that before the videos and the camera got pulled out, that him and these coloreds had a nice little conversation. He didn't say that, y'all. I said that. He didn't say that. I said that. He did say that him and the African Americans had a wonderful conversation. They were laughing, they were talking, and then that's when he asked who they were. And they started getting defensive, and he felt threatened. Tom, didn't nobody tell you to even be worried about who inside that building? You're supposed to be working on your abs. You're supposed to be working on your arms. You're supposed to be working on your chest. Why you worried about 4 black men who out there working out in the gym? This is on you. And guess what happened to Tom, Captain Saberho, friends? Honey, the owner of the building said, get your stuff and get out. Honey, they told him to leave. Now, y'all gonna get enough, you Toms of the world. Mind your business. Mind your business. You wouldn't be embarrassed. Y'all, she done made it back home. She walking back home now, y'all. She walking back home. Y'all, one time, she came up. I was on my porch, y'all, minding my business. And here she come. Here she come. She was drunk, towed up. And she come up on the porch. And I was like, who invited you? We are not friends. Why are you comfortable enough to come up on my porch drunk? If you trip and fall, you ain't getting no money. Okay? You ain't getting no money. Okay? If you break your leg, you're laying there. See, they're going to have to put you down. Because, see, I'm not going to call 911. I'm not going to call a rescue squad. You just going to lay there and bleed out. That's all I'm going to tell you. And if somebody come to me, I'll say, nobody told her to come up on my porch drunk. She was not invited. So she come up on my porch, honey. She was slurring her words, talking about that she got saved, child. And she said that she leaving her man, that he don't treat her right. Crisis. That's what crisis. I'll leave a link down below. All right, y'all. That is it. Okay? There's some more stories I can talk about, but y'all, I just don't want to talk about that story anymore. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of talking about it. It's just sad. And I truly hope that the piece of trash and his accessories get what they deserve. I hope that George Floyd's family finds some type of peace with this. I know that they just, I can only imagine, all right? I told myself before I start crying, I'm getting off his camera. I'm leaving, y'all. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. It wasn't much of a Foolery Friday. I do apologize. I may come back in and, you know, I try to keep it light over here. I really do. But, so, anyway, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Y'all stay safe. Stay safe. And if some of my viewers are from Minnesota or Minneapolis, Lord, please stay safe, okay? Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye!